Look at these guys right here. Just stumbled upon this gorgeous LP640 coupe. You just don't see these cars enough anymore since the Aventador. Well, we finally finalized our next plans. So today is Saturday, we're in London. On Monday, we're flying to Stuttgart. From there, we're gonna go up to the Nürburgring. Then we're gonna head back down to Stuttgart, down to Zurich, Switzerland, to Geneva, to Monaco, and then over to Venice for the Ferrari cavalcade. It's gonna be incredible. If anybody knows of any awesome dealerships, places to car spot, be sure to leave it in the comments so that we can go check out all the crazy stuff. We just found this Ferrari 512 TR. It's pretty cool to see a classic Ferrari in London. This of course has the 5-liter flat 12. It is raining today. Kind of cool to see the water beating up there. Of course the 5-speed manual transmission. Such an iconic Ferrari, of course, with the cheese grater intake right there. Pretty gorgeous. Look at this Cayman GT4. That is quite the livery. I've been wanting to do a Q&A here for a while now, but first, let's take a look at this, the Aston Martin DB5 shooting brake. How cool is this car? So, I don't actually know exactly how many of these exist. I did some quick research online. Some people say 12, others say 13. Absolutely crazy. The DB5 shooting brake. How crazy is this estate? Oh, London, the crazy, crazy cars you see in London. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, this question is from Exotic Cars of Nashville. What are some of the best investment cars under certain price ranges, like under 100, 200, 300K? So I think this car actually is a great investment car, the Tesla Roadster, and here's why. This is the first electric car Tesla ever built. As far as production numbers, I don't know exactly what it is, but it's very, very small. And assuming Tesla continues to build the brand that it's building right now, owning the first production Tesla ever is gonna be worth a fortune. Also, I don't want to, talk up my own car, but I think that the 6-speed Lamborghini Gallardo is also a great investment car. That's a big part of the reason I bought it. And that's because the manual transmission doesn't exist. Hashtag save the manuals. So those are a couple cars. As far as sort of upper end cars, maybe in that $300,000 to $400,000 range, I think the Lexus LFA is a great investment car. And that's partly because the limited production. They only built 500 LFAs. Also, it's a standalone supercar from Lexus. I feel like in the Asia market, the LFA is gonna just be an iconic supercar. So from Colehart 37, Rolls-Royce or Bentley? I'm gonna have to go Bentley, probably not this specific one. I think the Mulsanne. And then he also asked LaFerrari or Aventador. LaFerrari. This question is from Ben Levashire 91. Why do you like cars? I get asked that question all the time. Why do I like cars? And I don't even really know sometimes where the passion for cars began. When I was 5 years old, I have pictures of myself standing in front of Lamborghini Countaches. I've just loved cars since before I can remember. But the main reason I love cars is because of the freedom that it gives you. Once you have a car, you can theoretically go anywhere in the world. So that's why the day I turned 16, got my driver's license, that was the greatest day of my life. Just to have that freedom to go explore the entire world. They're pretty cool looking too, aren't they? All right, so from K Sager 99, what is the most personally valuable car that you have seen or driven? So the most personally valuable car I've seen is the Lamborghini Veneno, and here's why. It's not because it costs so much money or because it's absolutely ridiculous, because it is. So that car is the car that began my YouTube channel. I filmed that car. That video nearly has 6 million views to date. And that video, when I filmed it, that's when I started to realize the potential of YouTube. So that's why that is the most personally valuable car I've seen. As far as the most personally valuable car I've driven, it's gonna have to be the first car I ever owned. It was my dad's car. It was a 1969 GMC pickup truck. Absolutely a pile of junk. First car I learned how to drive a manual transmission on. Sold that car for about 500 bucks after I graduated from high school, but that was a pretty cool truck. McLaren F1. So, most common question I get asked all the time, what is my dream car? So, from a practical dream car, something I could actually get, of course, it's the Ferrari Challenge Stradale. But if we're talking money is no object, the McLaren F1. Holy cow. Now, I know a lot of people are gonna say, oh, you like the F1 because it's so valuable. I still remember in the mid-90s when there was the Car and Driver article that featured the McLaren F1. That car was unlike any other car I'd ever seen before. I cut out the pictures in that magazine. It was on my notebook when I was in 3rd grade. That is the ultimate car for me, the McLaren F1. This is pretty cool. We have a 488, and then parked behind it, we have the 458. Kind of cool to see the difference in the two. So, from Vince Cali, what's your next supercar, or what would you like as your next supercar? I get asked this question all the time from friends. I really don't know. I love my Gallardo, and there's not many other cars in that particular price range that just sort of like do it for me, nor is there anything in like the $150,000 range. I really, really love the McLaren 570S. I think that is a sick, sick car. I definitely foresee one of those in my future. The problem with the 570S is that the car's brand new. Because of that, it's gonna be taking a massive hit in depreciation in the next couple of years. I hate depreciation, so for that reason, I wouldn't buy a 570S within the next, 4 or 5 years. But I do think it's a fantastic looking car. I've always loved Ferrari as well. Maybe a 458, maybe an F430. But to be honest, I'm still loving my Gallardo. So another car I would definitely consider to replace the Gallardo is the Huracan. I think it's a fantastic looking car. So, cars of the East Coast. Question, what has been your favorite car this trip? So, I just saw a McLaren F1. That's definitely number one. Other than the McLaren F1, the Lamborghini LM002, I don't know what it is about that car. I just absolutely love it. From 19 Lawrence _ 918 or P1, Enzo or CGT, Enzo. From Dylan CLK, chocolate chip cookie or sugar cookie, chocolate chip cookie. From VSL Photo, C12 Zonda or SV? Definitely a Zonda. What do you think, Adam?
I think SV Roadster. Yep.
Huh. All right, guys, debate. C12 Zonda, SV Roadster. Good days in life. And then, there are days in life that you will never, ever forget. The McLaren P1. Let's pop on in. I have no idea how to open up this car.